Good morning, guys. Morning, Mom. What's up, Instagram? What's up, YouTube? What's up, everyone? We'll start here in about a minute and a half. Questions, tickers, throw them in the comment box. We'll take a look at our standard instruments and answer your questions. Hey, what's up, bro? Welcome on. Get ready to fly out. All right. Morning, guys. Let everybody get populated in here. We'll start in about 45 seconds. You know, while everybody waited, I used to play royalty-free music, and Meta kept kicking me off saying I was playing copyrighted music. Yet I specifically chose royalty-free music. That's how good their AI is. They can't tell the difference. Yeah, man. You've been killing it, bro. See if we can do the same over here at Student Alpha. All right. Let's get into it, guys. Good morning. Happy, what is this, Thursday, April 9th. We're going to talk about, let's first look at a couple of the key things we want to look at. Let's look at what data dropped today. I know Instagram, that's hard for you to see. Let me move it over. So Thursday, we had PCE and core PCE. I didn't look at the numbers personally, but I think they came in as expected. There wasn't much adjustment. Yeah, exactly. Markets. Actually, I dug into why the market skyrocketed, and I got some input on that because there was an anomaly. For you guys that are in some of my Zooms that I do, depending on where you find me, I talked about an anomaly. Matter of fact, no, I didn't talk about it on my weekend update because the anomaly happened this week. I'm going to talk about that. So I have a comment on that, skyrocketing. Let's look at the NYMO, the New York Stock Exchange McClellan Oscillator. 57, folks. Come on, chat. What's it going to do? Listen, when it gets above 60, we get a snapback correction. This is very important to know. Okay, that's why mean reversion trades. Look at this. I'll move this over for Instagram. Look, every time it's been that high, what does it do? Boom, sells off. We haven't been to 57 since July of 2025. And this is the New York stock. So this is the accumulative of the entire stock exchange. This is important to know. So those folks that trade mean reversion with me, this bolsters the argument. Can we go up a little bit more? For sure. But it's above 60 we're looking for. Let's see what the NAMO is doing, because that's going to be the NASDAQ McClellan Oscillator. It's at 52. Again, look at 52. When was the last time we were there? It was May, so a year ago, and it sold off. So what basically, if you don't understand this, guys, the markets are approaching overbought. And then let's look at the VIX, and this is going to lead me to my comment on why. So VIX is at 21 right now. Anything above 20 is selling. Below 20 is buying. Above 30 is massive fear. Now, listen, that run up. So there was an anomaly I talked about in the S&P 500. Let's look at it right here on the daily. All right, let me move you back here, Instagram. Guys, if you're on Instagram, if you go, I broadcast simultaneously on YouTube, you get the full chart at Student Alpha. Plus, I have a lot of content there, and I do a free weekend update, put about 4 hours into it, so it's pretty good. But look at this run up right here. All right, I'm not going to take the time to overlay it, but if I overlaid VIX, which is a 30-day synthetic of the look at that. You guys see that? That's an alert from the matrix system. Just said to sell. That's what happens if you have my matrix. It just tells you what to do. That's awesome. So it's saying sell RTY for 10 points right now. So my traders, you're probably already on it. Anyway, But listen, the VIX ran up and so did the S&P 500. Okay? That doesn't happen. That is an extreme, because they have a nearly perfect negative Pearson correlation, meaning they run opposite. The VIX is a 30-day synthetic of the S&P 500. You can't directly trade it, but it's known as the fear index. When S&P rises, VIX drop. But we saw this, so I dug in. This right here, guys, this run up in S&P and adjacent products was not a relief rally. That was short covering. Dug in, and the largest hedge funds were the most net short going into the weekend than they had been since COVID. So what you got to understand about that is not organic buying on optimism. That is positions closing. Because if you're short, in order to close a position, you got to buy. I think we have more downside. So take it for what it's worth. Let's get into the charts real quick. If you have questions or tickers, put them in there, and I'll get to them in just a second. In our brief period together here, guys, before we get in there and start fighting the stocks in the war room. All right, so we have a couple of these are going to be tough. We have bias right at 6803 in the key level of 6800. We're barely above the VWAP. So technically we're hunting longs right now, but I wouldn't doubt that flips on us. And of course, in our war room, we're right on top of that. This box, guys, is the psychological zone in around 6,800. So your next buy in the box is about 6,805. If you can catch that, you're going to run that to open price. It's going to be tough defense in the top of that box. Remember, high, low, open, and close on the daily will also set support and resistance. So we'll talk about it in the war room. RTY is we are below bias price, and I don't think we've confirmed it yet. No, we have. So it is confirmed short bias. So we're hunting shorts, but what's the problem here? So Matrix just gave us the short signal. You can see if I turn on the signal, there you go. You'll see it populated right there. So you're taking shorts into a green box. You see the green box that the Matrix also creates? So one of two things happen. You either take the full 10 points that we hunt, or you take what's there, and there's like, I measured it out, it's like 7 or 8 points, right? Because this is a long compression box, right? 2,600 is buyers sitting in this field. And guys, the thing you got to understand about these boxes is, with my education level, most people who do this work at hedge funds, right? So they use a lot of the same indicators that I do, and they'll move not $1,000, not $100,000, not million. They move hundreds of millions of dollars based on this. So that's why it seems like it's so accurate, because the same guys that know what I know do that for large hedge funds. So your cells are compressed here. Let's get into NQ. I am short still in NQ, guys. From when did I short that? Earlier this week, right? I think was it after the deadline? Yeah. So I shorted 25,100, and it's just running sideways on us right now. Technically, we're just above bias. And again, we're compressed at 25,000. We're in this box. Trading inside these boxes can be tough, guys. When you take your read, you take less points because it's a very sticky field. Imagine running a sprint on real clean ground and then hitting quicksand. That's what these boxes do. You don't believe me? Watch hedge fund orders. All right, so YM, because I have people requesting it, still same thing. We're just below bias, below the VWAP, so we'll use that VWAP as bias, and you're looking for shorts. Actually, this is going to be a short coming in right here for Annika or U1. Close of this candle. Typically, it's about 100 points in YM. You might want to reduce that to daily low. So you get a cross here, get a discount, target to daily low. All right, let's get into gold. All right, guys, so gold is long bias, and we're actually getting a buy signal here in just a second, guys. Close it. Let's see. Actually, no, it should have already populated. We have positive momentum. So I'd wait for a retracement, maybe back to 47.70, and you can grab that for 10. Here's the thing, guys. You have room. Yep. Look at that. You see the matrix just called the momentum shift. It's going to pay. My traders, are you already on that signal? Let me know in the chat. All right. Oil is jumping though, guys, which unfortunately does suppress, as long as oil climbs. If oil climbs over $100, it's important you understand these correlative relationships, especially if you're trading an instrument. You want to know what outside forces affect that. So outside force that affects gold right now is the price of oil. If oil breaks above 100, which I'll show you in a second, we don't break 4,800 in gold. Right, and one of the benefits of being in my war room, I teach all this. Like when we have downtime, yeah, we have a trading system, but when we have downtime, I teach all this. So you walk away with an education, folks. Oil, let's look at it. So I'll look at the futures product, not the underlier. But one thing you want to know is you always look at the underlier's base pricing. So the underlier and the futures product's about $9 or $6 apart. So we're right at $100 and got rejected. If it flips and holds that, we don't break 4,800 in gold. Write it down. I said it here. So there you go. And then if you watch my weekend update, folks, I gave a trade plan on, gosh dang it, hang on. I gave a trade plan on oil. Where did I say to buy? You see that green box that I have in there? I said buy. It touched it once, paid $6, touched it again, paid 10. Benefit of watching my free weekend update. I put the trade plan in there for you guys. At Student Alpha, go check it out on YouTube. It's free for you guys. It's usually uploaded every Sunday. If you only want to see one ticker, when I go through all these tickers, you don't have to watch the whole video. Look at the description below. It's timestamped what ticker you want to see. Fast forward to it. You don't have to listen to everything else. All right, guys, let's get into your questions. We'll check it out, see how I can help you out before we get trading today. I'd love to do what I can do for free here for the community before I go to my paid group. Remember, if I don't answer your question, you can always go to my free Discord, tag me. I have yet to not answer everybody. All right, even as large as my Discord is, I still answer everybody. All right, so let's look at what you got, YouTube. Yeah, so the rise in, I didn't look into the shorts for NAS, but I'm sure it's going to be the same. Mr. MCH, yeah. So they're, and plus, remember the whole New York Stock Exchange, which includes the NAS, is oversold, and the NAS itself is well, technically not. We're almost there. We could rise just a little bit more today, and there's a sell-off coming, guys. Mark my words, there's a sell-off coming. Now, does this mean like catastrophic sell-off? No. I can't predict that, but it does mean that we're gonna see some selling coming in. Right? Why is that not? Where's my chart? Look at it. All right, let's try this. Anyway, let's see what else you guys got. All right, Instagram. See what questions you guys have. Savvy Trades. Any setups you're looking at today? Pre-market. I showed a couple that my guys would be looking at. Guys, my gold traders, you should have nailed that. Look at that. What did I say? It's going to run to that price. Look. Now, look, I didn't trade it because I can't have my brokerage open while I'm running this software. Look at that. It paid. Anybody took that trade, it paid. So gold's going to hit resistance in this box. And listen, that doesn't break if oil breaks 100. Okay? So you're hitting mean reversion again, guys. It's going to do something like that. Right? And then we're probably going to get trapped between that level and the daily VWAP. All right. But let me know. My traders, if you didn't hit that, you're going to owe me push-ups when we get to the war room. That was a nice signal. Checking out what else, other questions you guys have here. Your consistency here will help. Take notes. It's a foreign language. I understand that. But just constantly coming and understand the cadence and everything really helps, guys. I have a 7-day free trial in my VIP. Come trade with us. Prop firm kid, a leading expert on all things prop firm, prop firms, and a very good trader himself, is my co-pilot. Bradshaw, did you see my thing on SPY? Did you see it? That was short covering. I dug in and wanted to learn why the SPX and its related products ran up and VIX ran up too. That was all short covering. So, and I don't think we break 6,800 here today. Not against those oscillators being oversold. It's a good mean reversion level. Meaning, all right, here you go, guys. Meaning you can short this zone. Oh my gosh, it's running up. Well, that's fine. short anywhere in that box, stop loss on the other side of the box, swing it down. 100-point hunt is good, but you're going to trail stop it on the way out. So maybe you're targeting 100, but you get kicked out at 65 with your trail. So the more the oscillator's oversold, the more relevant that those mean reversion levels become. What's up, Jody? Chase, you're waiting for a discount. I get it, man. I'm like that too. Like a lot of times I'll try to get a discount, but it just took off. But watch that 4,800 mean reversion for 10. Excellent. Good questions today, guys. How about NQ? Where's a good selling point? I'm already short in NQ. Let's change that back to gold. So the NAS, I'm short just 60 points above this. So I'm short right here, guys. I'll show you my short. I shorted 100. When I took that short, I actually told one of my traders I'll probably go into drawdown because I wasn't able to watch the chart, so I shorted it over here. Went into drawdown. My stop loss, guys, is right here. Got 200-point stop loss, targeting 1,000 points, knowing I'll probably end up with 400 to 500, right? So with the NYMO being, look, guys, the NYMO is oversold. As long as we don't get like something crazy today, it's going to pull back. So it favors my short. You got to understand how all this works. I teach it in my war room. The benefit of coming in and trading with me. 4,800 is a good sell in gold for 10 points minimum. Put a stop loss 48, 15, 16, and either trail it down or take 10. All right. Well, guys, those are good questions. Go to my free Discord, ask me more if you need help. Join my VIP 7-day free trial where you can come trade with us in our war room, where not only you see the trades that we make, but you get education too. At Student Alpha on YouTube, I got a lot of content there that's not here. And guys, I've been doing this morning report for 4 years. I'm here every Monday through Friday morning at 9. What you can do is go to my bio, click the 3 dots, and say, I don't know what it says, tell me first, show me first when I go live so you get alerted. But I've been doing this for 4 straight years, every single morning. Unless I'm on vacation, and most times on vacation I'm live. So glad to help, guys. Good luck. Come check out my community. You guys have a good one.